Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Battle Court Jai-Alai. Tonight's game day will feature the Warriors and the Devils. Up next, second division singles matchup here, one that we've seen some previous seasons too. Always fun. Nicolas and Jairo going at it. Nicolas 2-2, Jairo 2-1. Ready to go with our second match. Forehand to the inside. Nicolas with a great scoop to start it off. Backhand into the corner. Robote forehand. Power to the inside. Taken in there by Nicolas. Backhand thrown at wall to wall. Robote forehand. Pushed outside. That kicks up in the overhead screen. And that's out of play. Nicolas on the board first here in our second match.
Both players capable of catch, throw, catch, throw, catch, throw until there's a shot.
Over serve, second serve coming up. Powerful backhand by Jairo. Nicolas takes off, up at the 7 line, lays it up on the inside. Good catch by Jairo, takes it off the wall. There's the backhand. Robote, back over the top. Jairo's there to cut it off up at the 7 line. Big backhand now. Off the wall, Nicolas turns to Robote. Forehand stays inside. Nicolas advancing. Went hard on the costado. Jairo gets back in there to scoop it up. Nicolas waiting for it. Robote firing just above the pad. Jairo runs around it on the forehand. High hard play. Back into the corner. There's a Robote on the right side now. Jairo on the bounce. The backhand up at the 8. Wall to wall. Here's Nicolas on the Robote. One missed. 2 points for Nicolas to begin this second match.
Again, volley, 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 kill it.
Jairo from the left side, big backhand. Robote. Oh, that kicked up in the overhead screen. That is out of play. Jairo's on the board. With a point, he serves.
Occasionally when a player is trying to get the ball back over his opponent's heads, has to keep the overhead screen in mind. The higher you throw it to the front wall, where it makes contact with the front wall, if you throw it hard, it tends to kick up.
Nicolas opens up with the backhand. Robote. Picked off on the inside. Nicolas up at the 10 line. Hard backhand. Takes Jairo into the backcourt. He's there for the Robote. Nicolas now just beyond the 11 line. High and hard. This one kicking up and out. Robote powered up the middle. Nicolas on the costado inside placement on the wall. Jairo's back in there to scoop it up. Nicolas again, that one just does clear. Here's Jairo from the left side of the big backhand. Robote left side, back to the inside. Jairo with another scoop, backhand. Wall to wall this time, Robote laid up. Goes back to the inside, Jairo up at the 9 line. Fake the outside placement, put it inside. Nicolas is there. Jairo on the Robote again, back inside. Here's Nicolas into the 2 wall. That's thrown to score. Nicolas out ahead, 3 points. Jairo has 1.
Nicolas, not a player that throws a lot of shots, but threw that one beautifully.
Robote forehand, dropping on the inside. Here's Jairo up at the 9 line, forehand. Ooh, well, Magic City bounce. Here's Nicolas. Robote, left side. Nicolas drops it on the wall. Jairo with a tip ball. 4 points. Nicolas leads and he serves.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing Jairo miss balls like that. Usually in a sweet spot. That was a bit deep though for him. He was looking to make that scoop back there at the 9.5, 10 line. It's a little far back from him.
Here's Jairo from the 11 line, backhand, thrown wall to wall. Rebote, hard of the inside. Here's Jairo. Oh, the long drop shot is dropped into the pad. The pad is bad. 5 points for Nicolas. He's got a possible set point.
Sometimes you go, oh, no, he missed the drop. Not there. I freely admit I'm old school. You shouldn't be throwing drop shots from the 10 line.
Low and hard, back to the inside. There's Jairo to scoop it up. At the 10 line, there's the backhand. Out to the rebote on the wall. Tough save by Nicolas. Here's Jairo, though, up at the 6 line. High Costado trying to pass with it. Nicolas back inside. He's there for the rebote. Jairo again. This time it's a 2-wall. That's out. Point and set. Nicolas takes it 6-1. Put a minute and a half up on the board. Come back and play. Set 2.
May have tipped my hat in the direction of a Nicolas victory up against Jairo, but not quite by that margin. Would never have expected a 6-1 victory. Nicolas over Jairo. Jairo's defensive game is just too solid. Second set coming up in just a few moments. Here we are in the ESPN 3 players cage. Players taking their breaks back here. Some replays from that first set. You see Nicolas make the catch there on the left side. Here's his 2-wall. Why is it called a 2-wall? He threw it into the sidewall first. It hit the front wall second, lands inbounds, and then opens up. Very well done. Jairo with one of a couple tips there. Once again, back in the ESPN 3 players cage, you see Nicolas there putting on his helmet. Manny Douglas was in there saying his piece a little earlier. Reminder of the scoring here in Battle Court, ladies and gentlemen. The first player to reach 6 points wins the set, and the first player to win 2 sets wins the match. First set won by Nicolas and the Warriors 6-1. Second obligatory set coming up here. We'll see if Nicolas is able to finish it here or if we move on to a third and final set.
There's a serve. Our second set is underway. Backhand to the inside. Here's Jairo. Good catch up at the 10 line. This one up and out. Rebote. Forehand laid up there by Nicolas. Jairo attacks on the forehand. Powers it to the inside. Nicolas there for the rebote on the backhand. Jairo with the high scoop. Forehand back to the inside. What a scoop by Nicolas. Jairo back there at the 8 line. Wall to wall. Just does clear the overhead screen. Nicolas up at the 6 line. Powers it back inside. Here's Jairo. Nicolas staying up there, waiting on the rebote. Take it from the right side. Picked off here at Jairo. The long drop shot caught him going the other way.
Oh,
Nicolas,
wow.
with time, gets up to it. Forehand straight to the outside. A great way to finish it off there for Nicolas. He's on the board first in our second set.
Very rarely find myself being critical of anything that Jairo does, but that drop shot that wasn't a drop shot. That was a soft throw from the 9 line. Again, pretty far back. That ball is still well in the air going to the 7 line. I mean, a drop shot that's still floating at the 5 is not a drop shot. That's just a, I don't know, we have a name for it. But it's not a drop shot.
Yeah, you wonder if Jairo's feeling 100% because we've seen 2 now, and I don't think we've seen a drop shot from that deep in his entire career coming into this match. Backhand. Out to the rebote. Jairo powers it to the inside overhead. Nicolas waits on it up at the 9 line. Jairo attacking. There's the scoop up at the 7 line. Backhand. Riding the sidewall. Out to the rebote. Right over Jairo's shoulder. This one sticks to the inside. Here's Nicolas on the bounce up at the 9 line. Big backhand again. Nicolas now from the 9 line. This one a little bit lower and harder. Jairo scoops it up. Back on the wall, Nicolas comes down with the ball. High, hard backhand, clears the overhead screen. Jairo up at the 6. Powers it to the inside, another rebote. Rebound off the back wall, laid up. Stopped on the hop, here's Jairo. This one laid up. Jairo again keeps the pressure on, up at the 8 line. Another backhand, 2 pass. Nicolas, this one right over his back. Jairo makes a save, drop to the inside. Nicolas winds it up. The 2-wall opening up to score. Nicolas with the shots here. That's 2 straight in our second set.
Shots definitely working here for Nicolas. He's landed 2 really beautifully.
Jairo wall to wall from the left side. Nicolas lays it up. Jairo on the bounce, attacking up at the 8 line. Keeps this one low and hard. Nicolas waiting on the rebote. He turns it to the middle of the court, though, as a 2-wall. Jairo another one hard to the inside. That scoop is tipped. Jairo gets on the board.
See, there you have Jairo's bread and butter. That ball coming in low and hard from the forehand, crossing to the inside. Just so beautifully done.
Forehand rebote, dropped inside. Here's Jairo on the bounce. Another low, hard forehand. That's knocked down. Jairo ties it up, 2-2.
Don't know if Jairo needed to get warmed up, but this is, again, this is a bit more of the Jairo that we see. It's a bit of a one-trick pony in so much that it's hard shots to the inside, but set particularly difficult to make the catch. Very well done.
Here's Nicolas on the backhand. Rebote forehand powered overhead. That's going to be a tough rebote. Kicks off the sidewall. Nicolas passes. Jairo now just drops it up the middle. Nicolas waits for it at the 10 line. There's the backhand hard to the inside. Rebote comes shooting out. Jairo lines it up. Backing up. Nicolas scoops it on the right side. The forehand low and hard. Here's Jairo. Not a lot on that rebote. Nicolas digs it out, comes out to the middle of the court. Jairo again, low hard forehand, lets it pass, and plays the rebote to the inside. Jairo again has it in the air, another backhand, this one a little lower. Nicolas is there again. Jairo now scrambling for the rebote, trying to turn it into a 2-wall, but that's too low. Nicolas leads 3-2.
Right idea by Jairo, just not something he's used to executing. The 2-wall, something he's stayed away from by tradition.
This one dropped in the corner. Rebote forehand. Wall to wall. Nicolas there. Up at the 9 line. Passing again. Jairo powers it back to the inside. Not a lot on that rebote. Jairo advancing. Into the costado. This drop shot just above the pad. And it scores. We're tied up 3-3.
It's like Jairo said, I'm going to continue to work this until it works. And that one worked.
Yeah,
that one did work.
I mean, look at where he's throwing it, though. I mean, 6 line compared to the 9 or 10 line.
Oh, look where it takes.
Yeah,
looks
the second bounce, too.
Even still,
yeah.
that was based on the direction. He threw that drop shot based on the direction that Nicolas was moving, not on dropping it. Because, again, a drop shot that's still bouncing past the 3 or the 4, it's just not a drop shot. I mean, if your opponent's in the shower or he's getting a coffee or something like that, then yeah, it can be a drop shot. But
Robote comes shooting out. Jairo powers it to the inside. Nicolas now up at the 9. Big backhand. Robote forehand. Jairo sends that overhead. Nicolas back over the top. Jairo cuts it off up at the 8 line. Backhand to the inside. Robote forehand. Nicolas powers it overhead. Jairo now coming back for it. Robote. Wants how to reach. Very well thrown on a knee. Jairo leaping grab on the inside. The backhand. Drops in the corner. Nicolas turns to Robote. That died off the back wall. 2-wall return. They'll get the second bounce and score. Jairo jumps out ahead, 4-3.
Basically just by not giving up on it. And again, highlight players always engage, or is encouraged to engage maximum effort on all points. But sometimes when there's just a ball you really can't get to, you may just avoid falling down on the floor to prevent yourself from getting injured. But in that case, Jairo went for it, landed in. Very well done.
Robote forehand. Jairo again to the inside. Nicolas takes it off the wall. Backhand. Just out of reach. Jairo waiting for the Robote at the 9 line. Puts it back inside. Crossing. Nicolas returns it. Right at the feet of Jairo. He scoops it up. Lower and harder to the inside. There's Nicolas with a good catch. Hard backhand. Stopped overhead. There's Jairo. Out to the middle of the court. Robote dropped above the pad. Jairo gets back in there. Robote left side, it's a 2-wall. Oh, Jairo knocked it down on the outside. 4-4 is the score. Nicolas serves. Forehand play to the inside. Jairo keeps it on the right side. On the wall, scooped up by Nicolas. Backhand. Robote comes out. Jairo on a knee, turns Robote inside. Nicolas attacking into the 2-wall, opening up to score. Nicolas jumps out ahead, 5-4. He has a possible set and a possible match point.
That Costado 2-wall has been clutch for Nicolas when he's needed it. It's worked out for him very well, worked out well there.
Jairo advances on the serve, gets up to it before it crosses, delivers the backhand in the corner. Nicolas, Robote passing. Jairo in the same spot, powers this one. Wall to wall. Well, that one caught the corner, opens up to the middle of the court. Jairo faked the carom, put it inside. Nicolas scoops it. Backhand. Another Robote. Jairo powers this one up the middle. Nicolas, deep Costado, hard to the inside. Jairo's there to scoop it up, keeps the match going. Robote in the middle of the court. This one clips again. Scoop by Jairo into the carom. Blasted in to score. We are tied up at 5-5. If Nicolas wins it, that's the match. If Jairo wins it, we're going to a third set.
Very well done by Jairo. Beautiful scoop. He sees where Nicolas is standing. He's very much to the inside, knows that he lands a 2-wall. He's got a good chance of tying it up. He does. 5-5.
Nicolas handles the serve. The backhand's out of reach. Right in the corner, Robote. Forehand, low and hard. Knocked down by Nicolas. We are going to a third set in just a minute and a half.
Man, I'll tell you, Jairo hung in there. Into a third set we shall go. Very well done.
And you said it, Stu. I mean, not really changing anything up. I mean, just beating him with those low, hard forehands to the inside pretty consistently. Missed a couple of them and it worked out well.
That's Jairo's game.
Yeah.
That's Jairo's game.
We saw that just one carom from him, and outside of that, good consistent play to the inside. It led to this good record in singles again this year, 2-1 through his first 3 matches. And looking over here in doubles, only 2 losses combined through his 2 doubles teams. See the drop shot there, this time from the left side. Yeah, a few from the right were just were staying up in the air a little bit too long, able to get that one to score, and then this effort here, fall down two wall.
Yeah, no, lots of people give up on that, and he didn't. Very well done.
And Nicolas will clip the side wall. Jairo able to scoop it up. This was with a 5-4 lead. He kills it with the carom. And then at 5-5, Nicolas knocked it down, giving Jairo the set. You can hear the Devils came into today 4 points behind the Chargers. And the Chargers currently in third place. The Devils holding on to fourth. A little bit of a gap between fourth and fifth. Got 9.5 points separating the Cyclones and Devils, so that's a lot of ground to make up for the Cyclones. The Devils, good position to make the playoffs, but they will need maybe just a few points to make life a little bit easier, maybe a little more comfortable as we head into the final game days in this regular season. Third set ready to go. Nicolas will serve. There's the serve by Nicolas. Our third set is underway. Robote, forehand, lobbed up and passing. Jairo tracks it down to the outside. Fall down save. Will score to the inside. Jairo on the board first in our third set.
Very well done by Jairo. Throw the ball where your opponent's not. There's a few guys here in Battle Court that specialize in that. Jairo doesn't really change his game up for anybody. Low and hard to the inside over and over and over again. Just always so well done.
Great catcher by Nicolas. Rips it off the side wall. Robote up at the 7 line. Power to the inside. Dropping in the corner on the wall. Nicolas just lays it up. Jairo gets there before the second bounce. Backhand up at the 5 line. Nicolas waiting for it. Turns the Robote right over Jairo. Low and hard back to the inside. Here's Nicolas on the bounce. The backhand to the inside. Jairo sweeps it off the floor. Nicolas there up at the 9 line. Keeps the backhand inside. Not a lot on that. Robote. Jairo has to come back for it. Makes the sliding save. Fake the outside placement. Put it inside where it's tipped. And scores. Nicolas ties things up 1-1.
Nicolas took a little bit off of that, seeing where Jairo was standing. Dropped it in just out of reach. Very well done.
Strong backhand. That's right on the wall. Nicolas just does get out to it. Jairo, though, has it at the 10 line. Blast to the inside. Nicolas scoops it into the 2 wall.
That's beautiful.
Opening up perfectly to score. What a combination.
Beautiful.
Nicolas retakes the lead, 2-1.
Any combination that involves a scoop that moves immediately into a 2-wall is just always beautiful. Has been actually for years. Joey's the one who made it look absolutely gorgeous. Catching the ball, Bote Correo on the left side, moving immediately into the 2-wall kill shot. Just beautifully done. This time by Nicolas.
Robote dropped into the corner. Jairo lines it up. This one coming in lower. Oh, and it's tipped. Rare miss by Nicolas. We're tied up 2-2.
Rare miss for Nicolas. Seems, well, you can't say that it's a handball, but it appears to be like a handball, and just not able to make a play on it.
Hard serve, handled by Nicolas. The backhand into the corner. Robote forehand. Nicolas, who sent that one a little high. That's up in the overhead screen and out of play. Jairo leads 3-2.
So Nicolas trying to get the ball back, but again, as you hear us say regularly, once you start sending the ball to those panels at the top of the front wall, just underneath the overhead screen, if you're throwing hard enough, they're going to kick up. In that case, Nicolas was trying to just get the ball back and just send it too high.
Nicolas handles the serve in the corner, backhand. Power to the inside, Robote. Forehand by Jairo, launch into the corner. Here's Nicolas up at the 7. Wall to wall, that just did clear the overhead screen. Jairo backpedals, drops it inside on the wall. Nicolas is there to scoop it up. There's a backhand again. Not a lot on that Robote. Jairo puts it to the inside on the bounce. Nicolas on the costado. It's a 2-wall.
That's
Caught
beautiful.
him going the other way. And we're tied up 3-3.
Nicolas, such a well-executed costado 2-wall here.
He's thrown a number of them in this match. I mean,
he has, and they've been working for him. You'll see what he does here. Look at this catch. He's deep. He's center court as well. Very well done.
Hard into the corner. Oh, that died. Nicolas able to dig it out. On the bounce, Jairo from the right side, low and hard. Nicolas let it pass. Quick turn on the rebote to keep it going. Jairo, though, outside placement, lands it in, and it scores. Great effort by Nicolas to try to make the save, but Jairo leads 4-3.
Was a fine effort, as you said, by Nicolas. Jairo goes straight to the outside with this. Boom to the outside. Nicolas reads it. Looking to try to get us. He did. That ball touched the cesta. If you can touch it, if you can touch the ball with your cesta, you can throw it with your cesta generally. But it helps to have both feet on the ground.
Jairo on the right side, low and hard. Nicolas let it pass. Makes a tough save on the back end. Big bouncer. Jairo moves to the outside of the court. On the right side, low and hard. Nicolas with a high scoop. There's the backhand. Jairo setting up at the 8 line. Rebote powered overhead. Cutting inside again. Nicolas just lays it up. Jairo attacking on the right side from the 6 line. Low and hard. Nicolas scoops it up. There's a backhand. Just above the pad. Jairo's got it on the right side. This one coming in low and hard. Nicolas scoops it. The long 2-wall is too low. Jairo leads 5-3. He's got a possible set and a possible match point.
That may be an example of going to the well one too many times. He wasn't in particularly good footing to try to get that ball in.
Nicolas stands in there, handles the serve, blasts the backhand. Jairo waiting for it, turns it overhead. Nicolas stops it in the air. Inside placement, stays inside. On the wall, and it scores. 4 points for Nicolas, still going here.
Those balls have a habit of biting. When you throw it back close to the front wall, they have a habit of grabbing that sidewall and turning into kind of like just a dink off the sidewall. This one stayed in the whole way. Beautifully executed by Nicolas. That ball just touches the slight, again,
First,
half inch.
It opens up.
Yep.
Nice rebote back into the corner. On the wall, great concentration by Jairo. Nicolas, though, attacking a 2-wall. Stopped on the outside. Jairo blasts the forehand. That will score for the win. Point, set, and match. A hard-fought match going to Jairo. Winning in 3 sets, taking the final set 6-4. And let's take a look at that game day scoreboard. All tied up. Yeah, Warriors trying to get back into the top spot in our standings. You see the Devils there in 4th place, looking to overtake the Chargers. And again, actually looking at the schedule here, the Chargers and Devils will be playing each other on the 3rd of May. That'll be this upcoming Friday night. Devils and Chargers could decide the 3rd and 4th seed in our regular season. Jairo, just 1 loss in singles this season, 2 losses combined in doubles. Let's hear from him, 2nd division player for the Devils.
All right, Jairo, congratulations on winning that match. You and Nicolas have been battling for a few seasons now. What is the key to beating one of the top players in this division?
Well, like I can say it is never give up, because even I lost bad the first set, I say, okay, second set is a new game. I won with a little luck. So when I got the second set, I say, okay, it's a match for just 1 set. So never give up. It's the key. Never give up.
Well,
Be strong mentally.
Well, Jairo, again, congratulations on winning that match. To see what else happens in today's game day.
Okay, thank you.